Let's talk about the rally that was yesterday. So in Sydney specifically, they were meant to be protesting outside the Opera House. They didn't get approval in court. The court slapped it down, and whatever you think of that. But then we saw the situation where they've gone and they've continued to protest despite the ceasefire deal. A lot of people saying, why would you still protest even when there's a ceasefire deal? Okay, we don't trust Netanyahu. Fair enough. But why don't I see one Aussie flag out there?
Well, that's because they hate Australia. They hate Australia. They don't care about Australia. Senator Lydia Thorpe standing there telling them that their cause is her cause, that the Palestinians and Aboriginals have got a synchronicity in their movement. I mean, the mental gymnastics it takes to try and conflate these two issues together is literally mind-blowing unto itself anyway. Look, I saw interviews yesterday that said, now we need justice for Palestine. We're marching for justice. What does that look like? How long's that shit going to drag on for? Excuse the language, but and not only that, but it's this constant, repetitious blood cult that never ends from a desert on the other side of the world. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with us.
Literally.
And that's really the core of, my belief system is leave your shit behind. I don't want to know about it, and I certainly don't want to see it here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that so many Palestinians have died. I'm sorry that Israel is a mess. I'm sorry that the Middle East is what it is. Yeah. But I mean, this war has just given the government more opportunities to import people from Gaza to come live in Australia.
Yeah.
Great. More of that. Yeah. Awesome. Bring that with you.
Yeah. Honestly, it's got to be like, okay, we're going to give you a bag of goods, our values, economic opportunities, equality before the law, but you've got to drop your bad bag of goods at the door.
Yeah, and I would have zero, if you screw up in any way, one parking ticket, I will deport your ass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly.
I don't want to, and not only that, I don't want to pay for anything either. You're coming here, no social security for you ever. Yeah. You need to pay for your own private health. I'm sorry.
Yeah. If I can just take 20 seconds of your time, I apologize for interrupting this clip. If you'd like to support Turning Point Australia and what we're doing to help keep the lights on and keep the work going moving forward, please check out our website at tpaust.com.au. We've got a range of merchandise, whether it's the Make Australia Great Again hat, whether it's the other shirts that we have, or the educational maps that we have. Please go and support. If you don't want to buy any merch, that's fine. You can also support us by buying us a coffee and becoming a regular subscriber for as little as $4 a month. I'll let you guys get back to it. Thank you so much.
If I went to live in Thailand or Bali or any other country around the world, that would be the rules that would apply. Yeah. I can't tap into their government welfare system.
Yeah.
Nor would I expect to.
Yeah.
For some reason, Australia's got its arms open going, hey, come and take our tax dollars. It's fantastic. We love it because you'll vote for us.
And it used to be like that. It used to be like that where, the immigrants that came in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, they were like so sensitive to not rocking the boat. They would be like, don't be late on the Telstra bill.
Yeah.
They might deport it.
Yeah.
Totally irrational fear, but that was the mentality. And if you look at the statistics, back then they did take way less welfare than the new generation of immigrants coming in. And so my parents, they're looking at this and they're like, what's wrong with you guys? I mean, I don't know if Rami, were your parents the same when it's like, why are you taking welfare? And in the UK, they openly brag about it. We are taking welfare and we are destroying your country.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that's one of the reasons why it's very appealing for, people from the Middle East, for example, to come to Australia, because they give out free money.
Free money.
Well, it's funny. I was in Europe recently, and sorry to defer. It's like this is the Joel Jammal interview. I was in Europe and it clicked. The reason why they're all moving west, of course, it's all about money. Of course it is. How stupid are you, Joel? They're not Greece is the gateway. It's the main gateway. Greece is bankrupt, so they're not staying there. They're moving west to the actual, Germany, France, the UK, because they want the handouts. It's all about the money. And when you realize that, you're like, close your doors. Like, what are you doing?
Well, it's about the money, but it's also about, wrecking your culture. Well, I mean, let's face it, globalist forces are at play here. We can break it down to petty things like, it's not petty because it's going to bankrupt us. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it helps implement a control system. It helps implement the agenda of you're living in a 15-minute city and a subscription lifestyle. Because let's face it, all these people coming from those third world or Middle Eastern countries or the subcontinent, they're fine with that, mate. Because here, it's no matter what, they could literally put shackles on your ankles and still be better than where they came from.
Yeah.
So, yeah, great, no problem. Whereas us, we have a problem with that. because
Yeah.
we liked the way it was.
Yeah.
And we'd like to kind of keep it that way.
Thank you so much for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed this particular clip. If you want to support this show and keep the lights on and support everything we're doing at Turning Point Australia, please head to tpaust.com.au, where we've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got maps. And if you don't want to buy any merch, that's perfectly fine. If you want to just buy maybe a cup of coffee a month, for as little as $4 a month, you can help us get a small long black to actually support the show and actually keep things going. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later.